This is In Miller's Meadow by Wendy Stevens. This is a beautiful piece that uses a lot of tied notes to create a sense of motion, and it can be a little complicated to count through. So take your time and go at a slow tempo, and just be careful to count through your ties, beat 4 tying through beat 1. Look for some performance clues. First time both hands 1 octave higher, and when you do the repeat second time loco, remember that means just as written, so just down the way it's written. And when you get to measure 9, your left hand will go up to the treble clef notes and your right hand will move up to that treble C, and you'll be up in the higher position. So here's middle C, left hand on this F, right hand on treble C. One thing to keep in mind as you're playing and you're counting through this, the hands never play a note at the same time until measure 44. Before that, they're always playing one hand and then the other hand, back and forth, back and forth. So when you play slowly, it'll be easier to keep track of that back and forth motion. You'll stay up in that higher octave, up in the treble clef for quite some time, and then when you get to measure 24, your right hand will go up an octave higher, your left hand will just stay, and then your right hand will come back down to treble C. Your left hand will stay in this higher middle C position, and you're just going to stay there until measure 36, when your left hand will go back down to bass clef, your right hand will go down to the middle C, and you'll end it there. Your left hand goes down an octave lower to the lower C and G, and then right hand goes back up higher to D and G at the end. So again, watch the video for those hand positions. And one last thing too that we're really working on, and a skill that you can build in this piece, is the little crossover of finger 2 crossing over the thumb to reach that lower B. So in the video you saw that as I played. So we use that in measures 5 through 8. You're going to use that again here at measure 9, cross over to the B, keep finger 1 on that C. We use it several times. Finger 1 stays planted on that C, and when we need to get down to that B, we're just using that little crossover. Try to avoid this. Don't, twist the whole arm to go over. Just do a gentle over and back. And the arm stays relatively still, you know, there's a little tiny bit of a lift, but no big twist. Enjoy playing in Miller's Meadow, and do your best to create beautiful music.